Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Echo, and I hope you're having a great day. Today's Minecraft video, we're back on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. I'm currently on the latest 1.16 Nether beta. So for the past couple of hours, I've been playing Minecraft Survival in the 1.16 version, and I was like, wow, there is so many incredible features in this update that are physically going to change Minecraft for the survival players forever. So what I've decided to do today is put together what I think is going to be the top 5 biggest survival changes for Minecraft survival players. Now, you might not fully agree with me, but I'm always looking for comments from you guys. What would you change? What would be your top 5 biggest survival changes for this update? So I'm doing this in 1.16.058. By the time 1.16 fully releases, my top 5 could have changed. I don't quite think we are fully completed with all the features they are planning to introduce. I have my fingers crossed that they introduce a feature where you can start inside the Nether rather than starting inside of the overworld. So 1.16, because I keep getting this question a lot of people are like, when's it going to be releasing? I think this update is going to be releasing around about June, July time. The Minecraft team likes to get 2 updates out a year, typically around about summertime, and then we get a smaller update towards the end of the year. Like previously we've had bees, before that we had like pandas and bamboo, etc. Alright guys, let's get a game and let's go through what I believe the top 5 biggest changes are going to be for survival players. So one comment I'll never ever forget before they announced the 1.16 Nether update from you guys in the comment section, somebody commented saying, the Nether feels like a chore. It's not necessarily somewhere that you want to go, it's somewhere that you have to go in order to progress through your Minecraft experience. And I'll never forget it, but I think that quote has definitely changed in this next major update. Now, for me, one of the biggest changes is gold. Now, I'm not talking about overworld gold. In fact, I prefer not to go and look for this, knowing that we have the introduction of nether gold and also gilded blackstone. From my opinion, we didn't need gilded blackstone because of how common this is. I feel the developers should have replaced the gilded blackstone with maybe like a coal variation inside of the nether, or a way to get more kind of fuel resources. But I know you can get buckets of lava with iron nuggets, but forgetting that. So this is a huge game changer. And the reason why this is a game changer is because this right here needs to be smelted before you can even get yourself a gold ingot. This right here produces gold nuggets. Now, with the introduction of Fortune 3, a long time ago, the ability to go to game mode survival and mine these is going to give you a lot more back. You are going to cut the middleman is the best way to explain this, because you don't need yourself a furnace. You don't need yourself any sort of fuel. We'll ignore that. We managed to get 38 pieces. Now, 38 pieces produces a total of 4 gold ingots. Meanwhile, that will produce 1. Now, this stuff is very common. It spawns at all kinds of levels in the Nether. It spawns from top to bottom. In my survival world, I come out, I think it was with these, I come out with like 3 or 4 stacks of these, and then I mine them, and you get so many iron gold nuggets, and then you can make these. So that for me is a big game changer. The reason why, guys, rule number 1, like I said at the start, people don't want to go to the Nether. I prefer to go to the Nether to get the Nether gold rather than work with the overworld gold, if that makes sense. So for me, that is definitely one of the, or if not the biggest change for survival players. So it might have been quite some time ago when they introduced this next feature, but believe it or not, it is a Nether update feature. I am specifically talking about Netherite, ancient debris, but just Netherite in general. This is a huge game changer because for the first time ever in Minecraft, we are going to have something stronger than diamond. Now, diamond's been the strongest material for as long as we can remember. It still is, because you need this in order to obtain this, but it's good to see the developers going above and beyond. So I feel like people are really going to have maxed out diamond armor, but also maxed out netherite armor as well. Now, getting back into this, the reason why this is a big game changer for survival players is, again, the purpose of wanting to go to the nether rather than having to go there is based on where players are going to need to use their netherite, right? Because, of course, in order to get 1 of these, you are going to need 4 of these. Now, when these are smelted, which, of course, you need to smelt them, you only get 1 netherite scrap. You need 4 in total, plus 4 gold, in order to make yourself, let's say, a helmet, a chest plate, leggings, and boots. So you can see here that these are all the items that you can obtain via netherite. You've got your armor, you've got all your tools. In order to get all of these, you need 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Plus, you need 4 gold as well. Gold isn't going to be as difficult as this. So that turned out to be 40 ancient debris that you need in order to get all of these. So it's going to be what kind of things are you going to prioritize? For me, I'd probably prioritize a pick and maybe the armor first, and then go to these. I think having diamond versions of these is okay. I mean, it's brilliant, right? But I think a pick with netherite is a great introduction. And the armor, because as you guys can see, it introduces +1 knockback resistance, which really does help you PvP or just fighting tons and tons of mobs. So I was so shocked that they introduced something better than diamonds. This is going to be another reason that you go into the nether. It's quite risky though. I mean, in terms of obtaining it, you are going to have to go down. Similar levels to diamond level in terms of spawning, but you can use TNT and you can use beds to explode things in order to obtain it. So this is definitely one of my favorite features, is netherite. And I know it's really cliche because it's probably going to be everyone's favorite feature, but I think in terms of obtaining it is my favorite feature. And it's going to give players more of an adventure. I feel getting diamond in Minecraft is very easy. I feel like getting netherite is the next level challenge. So for me, that is definitely going to go in my top 5. These are in no particular order, by the way. I just picked the best top 5. So before 1.16 was released, I was constantly telling you guys to make sure you're hoarding as much gold as possible, because believe it or not, in the next update, not only are you going to want really good diamond armor, really good netherite armor, but you're also going to want some gold armor as well, because gold is going to protect you from piglins. Piglins don't like players who aren't wearing gold, and if you don't have any gold, you're going to be prone to attacks. So I feel having a good set of this, a good set of this, and a good set of this is going to be something that players are going to do. So you are going to start seeing more players with fully maxed out gold, and I really like that. Now, granted, the durability of these really isn't that great, right? But the fact that players are going to want to have gold, I think, has just made this a lot more useful. Because I feel like most players before this update, they just got diamond armor. Some cases, people would get backup diamond armor, and that would be it. But now it's the biggest debate between doing this. Now, of course, guys, don't forget you can transfer your diamond stuff. Let's grab this. You can transfer your diamond stuff. We need to get some netherite. Come on. You can transfer your diamond stuff via this method, which is with this, and then introducing this, and then you get this. So you can, if this was enchanted as well, that the enchantments do carry over. So, yeah, gold, big fan. Big fan of gold. What I don't like, though, and what I have started to notice is that, like, for me, I would use boots because they're the cheapest. I don't really like the mix and match, but you are going to have to mix and match. I mean, the boots don't look too bad. Maybe if we switch these, maybe if we go with this and I grab these. Yeah, maybe the helmet and the boots, they're not too bad, but, like, I feel most people are not going to have fully gold armors. Most people would probably just use, like, the boots or the helmet, but I feel like having a full set would definitely be more beneficial. So this feature actually goes back to the second one that I was sharing with you, and of course that's being netherite. Again, it's all about decision making on what you want to use your netherite for, because again, you are going to need 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. You are going to need a total of like 40 in order to get every single item here. Now, Lodestone. I think it's been very underappreciated at this moment. This thing is fantastic. It's going to be brilliant for the nether. The reason why it's going to be brilliant for the nether is because getting lost inside the nether is very, very easy. Might not be as difficult now. In fact, it's still going to be very, very difficult because of how obscure the structures are inside of the nether. This thing is going to help you get back home. Now, it's a feature that is for the nether, in my opinion, but can be used for the overworld. Finding yourself in the overworld is a lot easier. Now, of course, I do have coordinates on, but there's players that don't like to use coordinates. And this is going to be basically your coordinates. So again, you are going to need netherite. You're also going to need chiseled stone brick, and the outcome is going to be this. This is the exact recipe, by the way. You need 8 of these and 1 of these in order to grab this. So the lodestone is going to make compasses a little bit easier. Hands up in the comment section. My hands up in the air. If you typically don't use a compass, there will be some people that will, but I think a good 80% of my comment section are going to say they don't really use it, and everyone's now going to say they use it. But I'll be honest, I don't really use these unless I'm playing like PvP and it tells me where players are at. But if you right-click with a compass, and even if you're not using this, it will actually tell you where you're at. So you'll see here that it's directing to the exact location. So I feel like the Lodestone compass is going to be, or the Lodestone in general, is going to be another item that players are going to want to get. Maybe you could use it to set up your portal. Maybe use it for specific houses. Since on Bedrock at this moment, we don't have the banner waypoints, you could put one down and rename this and say, like, let's say it's my spawner. This could be my spawner Lodestone. It's going to take me directly to my spawner. And you can have a whole range of them. Like, I feel like people are going to have them on the wall. And talking about that, right, if we just grab... Do I have any more compasses in here? If we just grab a couple of compasses here as a prime example... Let's just go with these. And we grab down a couple of these. We'll put one here. I'll go and put one all the way over here. I'll grab about 4, and I'll put one on top of this tree. And the reason why, guys, is because you'll see here that if we move these over here, regardless of them being in my inventory, people put them on item frames, you can see they all take me to different locations. And I love that. I would love to see a whole entire wall full of specific ones that you've renamed. So I think, for me specifically, the Lodestone has to go in here because finding your way in the Nether and also the overworld without having to use maps, without having to use coordinates, again, another fantastic introduction to the game. And last but not least, I have chosen ruined portals, and there's a couple of reasons for this one. This is definitely going to make speedrunning good for survival players, although the only bad thing about this is that the loot that generates inside of a chest, it's completely random every single time, so I could load up the seed every single time and the loot would be different. So it's just based off like a percentage chance. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, you haven't done the likes of the Strider. I like the Strider, but I don't think it's going to be the best method of getting inside the Nether, getting around inside the Nether. And there's probably a couple other features that you guys would probably pick. Now, the Ruined Portal gets it for me because it's a new structure in Minecraft. It reminds me of the mod showcases that I've done where the Nether is bursting into the overworld. Now, someone broke the portal in time, so the infection's not spreading that fast. You guys might have been around on my channel when I did that showcase. You might not have. But I feel like it was definitely inspired by that specific mod. So it's a new naturally generated structure. It looks beautiful. It produces gold. That produces 1 golden apple, by the way. And they come in various different sizes and shapes. These spawn above ground, down below, in the Nether, in the water, everywhere. So what I've done here is showed you guys every single item that you can get inside of here, including iron nuggets, which I think is the only iron variation, and including gold nuggets as well. These are every single item that you can obtain via these wherever they spawn. So they're going to be really helpful for finding loot. Another location to find the enchanted apple. I feel like these have become a lot harder. For me, I only ever find the enchanted apples in desert temples. That's it. I never seem to find them anywhere else. So here's the percentage chance of every single item. Fun fact, the enchanted golden apple is 1.2% chance on Bedrock. Meanwhile, on Java, it's a 1.4% chance. The bell and the gold block has the same percentage as this, which I was quite surprised by. But this is a list of every single item that you can obtain via a ruined portal. Feel free to check the wiki page or feel free to pause the video in case you guys want to check that out in a little bit more detail. And I just wanted to appreciate the update a little bit more. I'm massive on survival, guys. I love survival. I love challenges. I love a new experience. And for me, the Nether update is definitely going to be in one of my top favorite updates ever introduced to the game. Now, if your top 5 isn't the same as mine, I'm curious in the comment section, as a survival player, what you would switch or what else you would introduce to this list. So, guys, have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you all in the next Minecraft video.